Mr. Tharter sure is late today. Lately he has been tardier, ever since our little problem was resolved. Wits why dem looks, am air already. The merchants felt safe under Exier's protection, unaware of the lurking shadows. Some magical weapons have been seen on the market by my folk. Something wrong. No, must have been my imagination. By 8 p.m., the meeting ended. Tharter returned to his grand, extravagant mansion in Hightown. Lalada? Consumed by sudden lust, the old dwarf jumped forward, completely blind to the trap. What? You'll get fat from that. Bring me the others. We should hurry, not all of them are here. That's why I don't like working with you abyssal warlocks. What's the fun in rushing things? There were 8 members, 2 still remain. Are we going to them? What is he doing in there? Oh, you know the manager. It's just that time of the month. Want some tea while you wait? What the hell do you think you are doing? Come back tomorrow and close that blasted door. Giving up for the night, Roland decided to head home and check his newly forged weapon. The hell? After completing the grueling first ascension ritual, a massive cascade of system notifications filled the entire room. Oh, what's the rush? Are you sure that you don't want some tea? Zilyana? No, you're covered in them too. An illusion. It has to be. But the runic structures are too advanced. They're greater runes. I need to find the prime rune. It's the anchor for this entire nightmare. It's calling to me from the forge. Locked. Finally. Now, let's see what you're really made of. It's regenerating. I have to be faster than the self-repair cycle. Roland, let me in. It's me. Please, it's so cold out here. That's not her. That's just another trap. Nice try. I'm not letting a monster into my workshop. The illusion faltered. Through the window, shadowy hands clawed at the iron grates. So many ghosts. All my friends. All turning into monsters. Out of my way. The monster exploded into gore. Roland felt a sharp pain in his chest. A tendril had pierced him. It still ends this way? You should praise me. If it wasn't for me, you'd never get through all these traps. Who are they? I have to stay still. There it is. The artifact. If I can hit that, the illusion ends. That toy always makes things so boring. Do not talk about our Lord's artifact in such a way. It is a blessing from the Lord of the Abyss. They are distracted by the artifact. This is my only chance. If I don't strike now, I die. A mana signature? Impossible. Fire arrow. Break that thing. No. Naughty boy. You've made a grave mistake. It hurts. Poison paralysis. I have to keep moving. Roland crawls toward the potions case, fighting through the pain of the dark, creeping curse. Fire arrow. Break. Just break already. Kill him now. The gnome is gone. I drank the antidote, but the curse, it's spreading. This city is death. I need strength. I'm leaving this place behind. Inside the sacred temple of Solaria, Roland winces as the high priest applies divine magic to his cursed, infected shoulder wound. The pain is manageable, but the cost, 9 gold coins. My entire year of savings gone in one blink. The curse is dissolving into black smoke. If I hadn't made it here, I would have become a mindless monster by dawn. Now, about that greedy gnome. I need to get my severance pay before he disappears too. Leaving the temple, Roland steps out into the biting winter air. The city streets are scarred from the night's brutal melee. What a mess. The warlock's attack left the whole neighborhood in shambles. He arrives at Exier's magic emporium, now a ruin. Mercenaries guard the perimeter, their heavy armor clanking in the silence. Halt. Identify yourself. It's fine, let him through. Zilyana, your appearance, you look completely different. Well, you seem chipper for someone that almost died, Roland. Not even surprised about my new looks? Why would I be? I'll be chipper once I get my money back from the priest. The boss is at his mansion in Hightown. He was fuming last night. Never seen so many veins on his forehead. Hightown, I have work to do before I confront him. I need to get stronger. Relying on others was a fatal mistake. If I want to survive, I have to take control. Back at his workshop, Roland systematically disables the lethal runic traps he installed on the doors and windows. This place is compromised. It's time to move. I'll pack everything, tools, materials, and that contract. 100 gold coins. That gnome will have to pay for everything he failed to protect. With his gear packed, Roland takes one final look at his workshop, his gaze cold and decisive. The life of a researcher is over. The life of a traveler begins. This city was my start. I learned everything here. But now, it's just a graveyard of failed ambitions and deadly secrets. Roland gripped his spatial bags tightly, his eyes scanning the streets that once felt like home, now tainted by the stench of political betrayal. Tier 3 elites. They tore through this city like it was nothing. I need to be stronger. I need a dungeon. A dungeon, an auction house, and hopefully, far away from these aristocratic power games. Here it is. The gnome's residence. Time to collect what I'm owed. Who is it? It's Roland. Tell the manager I'm here for our contract. Well, look who finally showed up. The fabled craftsman. Manager, what happened to your leg? It was Louis Drew. That idiot son of the count. He's trying to swallow the city whole. I'm not interested in your politics, Marlowe. Our contract is broken. Give me my pay. You're a stubborn one, kid. Fine. Take it. 150 gold coins and the mana reinforcement book. Thank you. If you're ever in the capital, find me. Say Marlowe Grimboodle sent ya. Third time's the charm, eh? Let's hope this island lives up to the rumors. Roland stood at the agency, map in hand, planning his escape from the city's crumbling politics. Dangerous politics plagued this kingdom. Even council members were targets for backstabbing. I'm glad I'm out of those noble power struggles. A barren title isn't worth the bloodshed. All aboard. The train to the Southern Territories is departing. So long, Edelgard. Next stop, the town of Albrook. The train rattled forward, carrying him away from the shadows of the cultists. Those cultists saw my face. I can't stay. I need to disappear completely. My adventurer status, it's a liability. If they track my ID, they find me. He pulled out his card, a symbol of his identity and his greatest weakness. With a sharp snap, the plastic and magic split. He tossed the pieces into the wind. Let them hunt a ghost. I'm building a new life. Meanwhile, in the Lord's castle, the air was heavy with betrayal and dark ambition. They failed the assassination, but the council is decimated. It's enough. Move to the next phase. Replace the merchants. If they resist, be persuasive. As you command, my lord. I won't let you have this city. It belongs to me. It belongs to the legacy. He gazed at the twin moons, plotting his brother's downfall. That meathead brother of mine. He never used his head. He'll walk right into the trap. He held a family photo, the only vestige of his shared blood. Burn. Everything must be cleared for my ascension. A flash of magical, black flames engulfed the portrait, turning history to ash. With the city destabilized, and the hero fleeing to the south, the stage was set for chaos. A fresh start. I'm coming for you, Dragnus. The iron train rattled, a relentless machine carrying Roland deeper into the southern kingdom. 3 days of no sleep and cramped legs. This blasted ride better be worth it. Climate cycles twisted by magic. Snow in the north, fields of grass here. Nothing is normal in this world. Leden, that's my destination. Without my adventurer card, I'm just another tourist paying for a seat. If trouble comes, let the adventurers play hero. They make excellent meat shields for my escape. Hunger. Dried rations won't cut it anymore. I need a real meal, something with actual flavor. The aroma of stew. This place is better than those rowdy dives where the drunks congregate. He reached the Adventurers Guild, the familiar architecture standing out like a beacon. You're blocking the door, move it, kid. I can't just be a mage hiding in the back. I need to be ready for close quarters combat. Mana reinforcement. If I can master this, my stats will skyrocket. The path to Tier 2 begins now. Hours passed, his focus unwavering. The mana obeyed him, saturating his cells. You have learned basic mana reinforcement. Traveler, are you sure? We're taking on passengers, but this road is dangerous. I have the coin. Just get me to the port city. A week-long journey. Plenty of time to refine my skills while these crates shield me. The caravan lurched forward, beginning its long trek across the southern plains. The caravan gathered, a sprawling collection of wagons and desperate souls. Roland hunkered down in the back of his cart, his only company the silence he cultivated like a garden. Look at these armors, chinks in the plating, rusted buckles. If I could just touch those runes, I'd fix them in an instant. But no, stay low. Tier 2 warriors? Mostly older men, likely seasoned. I need to be faster than them. If I reach level 25, the game changes entirely. If I can embed the detection rune deeper, a millimeter of pressure, and the shield triggers. But how do I filter out gravity's pull? The caravan lurched forward. Giant, flightless birds with razor-sharp claws pulled the lead wagons. The journey into the mountains had officially begun. Night fell, and the wagons formed a circle. Roland, feeling the gnawing hunger, finally stepped out to find food at the communal campfire. Here you go, lad. Eat up. It's better than sleeping on an empty belly. Wait, that symbol on the barred wagon, the triskelion with the 3 dots. Slave traders, keep your voice down. These special goods are worth more than your lives combined. The caravan pushed into the mountains, a perilous path clinging to the cliffside. One slip meant death in the abyss below. Let's see what's out there. Activate detection pulse. Wait, movement at the edges. Those aren't caravan members. That's an arrow. My head. It feels like a stampede of horses ran over me. Where am I? Roland struggled to open his eyes. The world was a blurry mess of jagged rock and cold, damp dirt. No bindings. At least I'm not a prisoner. Wait, where's my sword? Memories flooded back. The bandit ambush. The rain of arrows. The chaotic fire and the desperate scramble. If I stay hidden, I die. If I act, there's a chance. Let's make them pay. He tossed the runic grenade. The bandits stared, curious, until the air shattered with a blast of fire and steel. But victory was short-lived. A massive rock slide buried the path, turning the mountain into a tomb. Lady Aridhel, we must move quickly. This is our chance to escape while he is unconscious. No, log on. You took his sword. Return it. We should wait. A nobleman and his guard? No, they sound like runaways. Goblins, it's always goblins. Let's see who else is out there. They were all wearing them, slave collars. Heavy, ominous, and designed to silence them forever. I can't let them die here. I've got my rapier, and I've got enough mana left for one good shot. Targeting the hobgoblin. One clean shot, right between the eyes. Puny goblins no run away. If only I could use my skills. I must protect Lady Aridhel at all costs, even without my mana. The goblin horde swarmed forward, sensing the weakness of the exhausted warrior. Log on. Stay back. When I give you the signal, run. What are you talking about? We are going to make it out together. No, run. The enraged hobgoblin turned, its yellow eyes locked on the woman who dared throw a rock at it. Hey, you get down. You're in the way. A flash of searing heat erupted from the rod, colliding with the monster. With their leader defeated, the remaining goblins were quickly decimated by barrages of mana. If only I didn't have this collar on, I could heal you instantly. Relax, I'm not going to hurt you. Let's call it even. Can I take a closer look at that collar? I might be able to help. Regretfully, they branded us like common cattle. Stop moving. If I make a single mistake, that collar could trigger. The prime rune is shattered. You are free, though the scars remain. Those bastards, if I find them, they will pay. Galgrim, turn now. Big man ready. Sit down. I'm only doing this because I need the backup out there. Call me Carmine. And stay hidden. That slave status is a death sentence here. You have done so much for us already, Mr. Carmine. If you meet the slavers again, what then? Kill them all. We follow the river. There is a village nearby, but we must be fast. Provisions will be scarce. We must be prepared. Wake him up. We cannot afford to stay here any longer. Good morning. Let us move out. Wait. Detection alarm is going off. Something is ahead. Galgrim bash ugly goat. They aren't working together. This is a mess. Stay back, Lady Aridhel. I will shield you. Not on my watch. Mana thrust. A flash of blue light tore through the air. Die, monster. Finally. About time you contributed. My mana pool is nearly drained. If we keep this up, we are all dead. He looked at his amateur party with heavy regret. Only scrap metal and goblins. Nothing useful in this crash site. Let's move. We're wasting time. Hey, log on. Are you being serious now? You're acting like a nanny, not a bodyguard. I promised to protect her with my life. I cannot abandon Lady Aridhel, Mr. Carmine. Stop causing trouble for Mr. Carmine. He saved our lives. Pay attention to the path. I am sorry, Mr. Carmine. This was a lapse in judgment. Please accept my apology. Whatever. Galgrim, stop running ahead. You're breaking our formation every single time we see a monster. It's okay, Galgrim. Mr. Carmine just needs you to listen to him from now on. Look, Greater Mantodia. Tier 2 monsters. Stay in formation. I'll use fire magic to finish them. Holy light of the moon, which gently illuminates the night. Let all things be filled with your essence. Galgrim now even stronger. These sides are the best weapon. Well, that wasn't that bad. But we need to move. The blood will attract more monsters soon. The first day in the gorge draws to an end. The party is finally forming, but the road ahead is long and dangerous. Deep within the gorge, a shallow cave provides the only shelter. The monster was dispatched instantly. At least this creature was easy to handle. If I were alone, my scrolls would be gone by now. This team was the right choice. My skills are stagnating. I need to balance crafting and combat if I want to survive. I hope the village has transport. If not, I'll be forced to walk to the frontier town. Should last me through more repairs. I wish I could smelt those slave collars down. Here you go, Mr. Carmine. You can stop calling me Mr. I'm younger than you. Suddenly, a guttural growl echoed through the camp. It's just your stomach? You nearly gave us a heart attack. It looks like more than one carriage passed this way. Could be the slavers. Wait outside the village. I'll scout the situation first to ensure you aren't spotted. There are others. I can't see any farmers. They're wearing armor. A piercing scream rips through the quiet air. A villager is dragged away by an armed man. They have hostages. We have a difficult choice to make. Why does the boss always keep the girls for himself? He could toss us a bone once in a while. Quiet. Remember what happened to old George? The boss chopped it right off. The redhead, don't think she even lasted the night. She had the greatest. Suddenly, a sharp metallic blade erupted from his chest, cutting his vile words short. Hey, are you there? Stop bullshitting around. He turned, only to be met with a muffled, explosive sound as his head was struck from behind. That takes care of two. Should we wait for more to arrive? Don't think we can take that gamble. Everyone might be sober by that time. Remember, Galgrim, only charge after you see the signal. Aridhel, give us the buffs. Be careful, both of you. Hey, why are those two idiots not back yet? Did they fall asleep outside? Heh, Maybe they are having some fun with each other? Fine, I'll check on them myself. Don't let the boss find out you're slacking. He grabbed an oil lantern and moved toward the door, unaware of the impending doom. A thunderous explosion tore through the door, sending wooden shrapnel flying. Arg! Enemy attack. Is it a mage? Do they have firebombs? Don't stay here. Get outside. Fireballs erupted across the village, turning the night into a hellscape of screams and burning wood. What the hell is this? Everyone back away. Leave that monster to me. Fucking knife ears. Pay attention. With one final, precise strike, the leader fell, leaving the remaining bandits to their bloody fate. The stench of blood has faded with the morning rain. It's strange, seeing so many fallen, yet I feel nothing. No nausea, just a hollow calm. Galbrim is still clearing the field. He's earned that axe, a piece of deep steel that will serve him well in the coming days. One more level. Still 4 to go before I hit Tier 2. The path to power is long, but these bandit corpses provided a decent enough harvest. The plan worked perfectly. Shadow Veil made us ghosts in the night. The explosive runes finished off those who tried to barricade themselves inside. Aridhel was the MVP. She healed the wounded survivors, though she couldn't fix the scars left on their minds. This world is far crueler than my old one. We'll be moving soon. Roland, what about you? The survivors are heading for the port city. Far away from here. I'll stick with the caravan to the port. After that, I decide my own path. If you ever come to Bolia, look for us, Mr. Carmine. My father would gladly reward you for your service. I'll pass. I don't need political entanglements or noble squabbles dragging me down. You should be careful. You'll have to take the scenic route to avoid detection, but I believe in you, Roland. Don't worry, Lady Aridhel. I won't let anything happen to you this time. I really do keep encountering weirdos. Still, they're better than the people back home. Carmine, right? We're departing soon. Just waiting for the last of the survivors to pack their belongings. Complaining to the Lord? Huh. I'd rather be hanged than get laughed at for insulting a noble. The world is broken, but survival is the only game that matters. Money is the only language they speak. Caravan's moving again. My temporary party is gone. Time to focus on the road ahead and getting stronger. The road is paved now. We've finally left the lawless lands behind. I should organize my gear before we arrive. The caravan rumbled along the cobblestones, the constant tension of the past few days finally beginning to dissipate. A deep iron mace and a curved steel dagger. Both are heavily damaged, but the material, the mana density, is incredible. These are worth a fortune. If I can repair these, they'll serve as perfect hosts for my runes. Much more durable than those flimsy wands. The caravan finally reached the bustling port city. Villagers wept with relief as the walls came into view. What do you have for me, laddie? Make it quick. I have some armor pieces, mostly leather and chainmail. I'm looking to sell them off. That's not enough. These pieces are reinforced. How about 3 gold coins more? After unloading his salvage, Roland headed toward the harbor. The sea breeze felt like freedom. There they are. 2 large ships. One is unloading, the other is preparing for departure. I need to get on that second one. Excuse me, are you taking in travelers? I need a ship to Dragnus Island. Talk to the captain or the first mate. Not my job, traveler. You want to ride? Show me your face first, lad. Here, I just need passage to the island. Oh, not bad. Why hide such a lovely face? 1 gold coin for the trip, grubs extra. Isabella, stop fooling around. We need to leave before sundown. Finally, the future is uncertain, but it's time to move forward. Raise th anchor, lads. Raise th anchor. With a thunderous groan of iron, the massive ship began to pull away from the port, setting its sights on the horizon. Just another voyage to nowhere. I need to get stronger, and fast. The past is just dead weight now. Well, looky here. What are you doing here all alone? Wants big sis to keep you company? No thanks, I'm fine. I really don't need a drink. Look, lads, Isabella got dumped again. She be losing her touch. You wants me to cut o your peg leg, Emmett? Get back to work. Night fell, and the ship groaned under the weight of the dark, endless ocean. Roland huddled in the dark, unable to sleep. A monster off the starboard bow, incoming fast. A creature emerged from the depths, a nightmare of tentacles and sharp, sword-like teeth, its 3 red eyes glaring with malice. Fire. The monster fell, its blood staining the deep water crimson. But the smell of blood only invited more predators. Interesting, those cannons are runic. Maybe I can replicate that technology for my own weapons. Land ahoy. Finally, a new start, and a hot bath is at the top of my list. Finally, Dragnus Island, the promised land of my new workshop. No more shabby living. After 2 grueling weeks at sea, he steps onto the pier, leaving his past behind. As he walks away, a lingering gaze follows him. Isabella, the ship's first mate, watches him go. I need to ignore that. I have a workshop to plan. It's scorching. My black robe is absorbing all the heat. I need something lighter. He spots the locals, the Dracs, dragonkin who are far from simple monsters. Better not mention the lizard word around them. Exhaustion is catching up. Sleep resistance isn't enough. I need a bath and a real meal. Growing pains. Why is everyone from the Arden estate so tall? Father's genes are a nuisance. Forget the past. Think about the base of operations. A knight's helmet. Simple, steel, effective. A bit of polish and some runes, and it'll hide my identity. Infrared, ultraviolet, maybe a bit of X-ray? I need to customize this for my fighting style. He sets his traps before sleeping. Explosive runes by the window and door. A wary mind never rests. The next day, he joins a new caravan toward Albrook. The adventurers are flocking to the new dungeon. A rat race for resources. I'll use the chaos to my advantage. At the border fortress, a meeting concludes. The war is at a stalemate. Return to your fiefs. May the Emperor be with you. It's an honor, Lord Drew. My men need a place to stay. You're welcome, Silver Wolf. Though, I'm not the Lord just yet. Alone, the Baron pulls out a locket. A woman and a baby, face scratched out. Where are you? The relentless clatter of hooves and wooden wheels signaled the arrival of a new, desperate crowd at the gates of Albrook. Finally, the promised land. I hope I don't have to endure another carriage ride like that for a long, long time. Albrook was far from the polished cities of legend. It was a chaotic, developing construction zone filled with the stench of horse dung. Roland navigated the crowded market square, his eyes darting between potential investments and the looming Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild was a work in progress, with workers hanging from scaffolds above the entrance, hammering away at a new sign. Inside, the noise was deafening. A long line snaked toward two receptionists who were struggling to keep up with the influx of adventurers. I'll go with the elven receptionist. She looks like she's willing to bend the rules if pushed correctly. Good afternoon. We welcome you to the Albrook Adventurers Guild. How can I help you today? I'd like to have a new adventurer's card made. My old one was unfortunately lost while traveling. Good choice, sir. Please fill out these forms while I prepare the measurement orb. What was your rank? Steel rank. Roland pressed his hand against the orb. He felt a hum of energy as his internal magical pendant fought to scramble his true data. Sir, do you have some kind of item that interferes with this? Your status is unreadable. Does it matter? You have my name on the forms. Do you really want to hold up this entire line? Everything seems acceptable. We'll have your card ready by tomorrow. You can pick it up then. I appreciate your help. I'll be back tomorrow. With the administrative hurdle cleared, Roland stepped out into the bustling street, his mind already shifting to his next goal, acquiring a home. Keeping a low profile is harder than I thought. This armor is way too warm. I really need a chilling rune. Under his heavy helmet, sweat beaded on the young man's forehead. The bustling city of Albrook offered no respite from the heat. A house of my own. Somewhere to craft without prying eyes. That is the priority. He navigated the growing city, observing the rapid expansion and the constant motion of laborers building their new future. Finally, the town hall. Hopefully, the bureaucracy here isn't as suffocating as it was back in Edelgard. How may I help you? I'd like to purchase some land with a house. A workshop space, if possible. The wait was agonizingly slow. Without modern distractions, Roland could only pace, listening to the hollow echo of footsteps. Mr. Wayland, is it? I shall check our records. Please wait. Most prime locations are already gone. The merchants move fast, you know. Here are the final 5 properties. I advise a quick decision. A pleasure. This first property is practically in the town square. A steal, really. How about the last one? Don't worry about the distance. I'll cover the carriage fee. 40 minutes later, they arrived at an old, abandoned farmhouse. It was barren, quiet, and perfect. Spacious cellar, solid logs, and complete isolation. No landlord to complain about my experiments. Here you go, Mr. Wayland. You'll start as a bronze-ranked adventurer. Don't worry, you'll rank up in no time. A clean start. Finally, the card felt heavy with possibility, a symbol of his new life in Albrook. The guild didn't care about his past, only his potential to earn. That volcano, that is where my work begins. I need to be prepared for the dungeon floor's chaos. Time to secure the deed. Staying at the inn is draining my gold far too quickly. Please sign here, here, and here. The card number goes in this box, Mr. Wayland. A rundown farm, but it's mine. It will serve as the perfect base for my secret workshop. These hinges are ready to fall off. The attic is a mess of rat droppings and holes. A total disaster. This cellar is large. With a bit of frost magic, I can turn this into a professional forge. It's perfect. I'll set up a dummy workshop in the log shed. Keep the thieves distracted with iron tools while the real magic stays hidden below. Time to clean up this place. If the dungeon business fails, I suppose I could always make a living as an exterminator. This wand isn't for combat, but it's perfect for these pests. Sorry, little ones, but you're being evicted. This isn't my smartest idea, but it's the fastest way. Die pests. Die. The entire house is engulfed. Everything is dead. Now, finally, I can start my new life. The quiet town of Albrook changed forever when the earth shook, birthing a jagged, smoking volcano from the plains overnight. The entrance wasn't natural. It was a man-made gate, etched with ancient, glowing patterns that hummed with forbidden energy. It looks like this is a labyrinth-type dungeon. These are always the trickiest to navigate. My mana pool is high, but close-range combat remains my fatal weakness. I must change that today. Get your healing and mana potions here. Pure water for your parched throat. By now, prices are 25% higher than the market. Opportunists. I hope they know what they are doing. He stepped past the threshold. The air turned stale, replaced by a cold draft originating from the deep, dark stairs below. No runes on the gate, just complex spell enchantments. This place is more sophisticated than I thought. The safe zone of the hub hummed with an invisible force, barring the monsters from entering the central chambers. I need to avoid the traps. This map is my only insurance against an untimely end. There, a fire slime. Level 2. Perfect for testing my reflexes before the real descent. The slime compressed, spitting a glob of searing liquid, but the young warrior moved with newfound agility. Mana-infused steel against the core. Simple, yet effective. One down, many more to go. Inside the Albrook dungeon, a sound of grating bone and metal echoed through the narrow, damp stone tunnels. A new monster. A skeleton, but wreathed in flames. Level 10. I shouldn't rush. This is the perfect chance to grind my shield proficiency before the real work begins. The attack pattern is simple. Just absorb the hit, and let the shield do the heavy lifting. Finally, the sword snaps. Now, to finish this quickly and collect the loot. The monster collapsed into a pile of scorched bones and dust. Roland reached into the eye socket, retrieving a small, shimmering mana stone. My shield is holding up well, but I need to be careful with the runic integrity of these stones. Too many adventurers on this level. It's slowing me down. If I want to make progress, I need to head to the second floor. It's nearing sundown. I've spent enough time in the labyrinth. Time to head home and do some proper research. Outside, the merchant stalls were bustling. Young adventurers and seasoned traders intermingled, creating a chaotic, vibrant atmosphere under the fading light. Back at the house at last. It still needs work, but it's mine. I need a constant mana source for this. A way to wire the whole house. If I could just automate these defenses. Enough for today. My research can wait until morning. A long hot bath is exactly what I need. The rhythmic clink of metal against metal echoed through the cramped cellar. Each strike of the hammer unleashed magical sparks that danced in the dim air. I really need a furnace. Hammering steel into shape by hand is getting impossible without one. This deep iron mace is better than hardened steel. It can hold my runic charges much longer, but it's clearly seen better days. I can wedge a mana stone into the handle and apply an impact rune. It'll make it devastatingly heavy, perfect for crushing foes. Adding a hardening rune is essential. It'll cost me more mana, but it'll ensure the weapon doesn't snap when I need it most. With the runes set, this mace is complete. Let's see if the weight holds up as I planned. Hours of effort left him drained. He had sacrificed 2 days of work to master these runes on such stubborn material. I'm starving. I need a real meal after working in this cellar for days. It's time to head out into the city. Do I really need the helmet? No, I'm done hiding. If they come for me, I'll face them when they arrive. He stepped out into the bustling, growing city, leaving his workshop hidden behind an illusion that only the skilled could pierce. So many young adventurers. They look so hopeful, thinking this path is easy. They have no idea what monsters lurk in the depths. He arrived at the Happy Rooster, his mind set on a warm meal, as he prepared for his next dive into the labyrinth's dangers. Okay, Wayland, was it? Do you want to add anything to the project before we start? Give me a second. I need to review the layout. The floorboards need replacing, and I want iron bars on the windows. Make sure the walls are reinforced. Consider it done. We'll handle the fencing for your property line too. It'll take about a week. You should find somewhere else to stay. The preservation coating smells quite toxic. Fair point. I'll head into the city for a while. This world is fascinating. They traded combustion engines for mana technology. It's everywhere. If I can harness this, I could finally build a generator. The runes aren't easily customizable. I need a piston, a cylinder, and a set interval detonation. It's all about efficiency. I need to get the ratio just right or the energy will just dissipate. Roland arrived at the city center just as the brand new auction house was opening its doors to the public. Welcome to Albrook's official auction house. With the mayor's support, we bring you greatness. The rich just get richer. Controlling the trade routes and auctions is a smart move. And now, we invite you to the first auction. Participation is free to watch, but bidding requires a paddle. We begin with our first item, a stunning collection of healing potions. Nothing special, just standard stuff, overpriced. Next, a marvelous little music box, perfect for any lady's collection. Wait, that device is self-sustaining? It's pulling ambient mana. Starting price, for large silver coins. For silver coins. I'll take it. Going once, twice, sold. This is a bit unexpected. I guess the answer was right under my nose. In a cramped room, Roland examines the disassembled pieces of a music box, his mind racing with possibilities. A slime core, huh? So this acts as the battery for the entire apparatus. He realizes the device siphons mana from the environment, funneling it through the slime core. The person who made this is a master. High-grade runes are rarely this stable. Roland contemplates the gap between his knowledge and the craftsmanship of the past. Copper wire, magnets, and a furnace, the foundation for my mana generator. He plans his next move, ready to revolutionize his workshop. The next day, Roland plunges into the dungeon, seeking both experience and monster materials. Let's see what the lower levels have to offer today. A crimson giant rat, more of a nuisance than a threat at this level. He faces a large rodent with dark crimson fur, dispatching it with quick, precise strikes. I need tier 2 monsters. These rodents are a total waste of my time. He pushes deeper into the labyrinth, ignoring the minor loot left behind. Reaching the 4th floor, he encounters a new, dangerous threat. A baby salamander? These can breathe fire. Resisting the flames is easy, but striking back is the real test. He channels mana into his sword, delivering a devastating thrust. He digs into the monster's abdomen, retrieving a glowing mana stone. It's a filthy job, but necessary for my research. Another one? This area is getting crowded. More salamanders emerge from the darkness, attracted by the smell. Time to test my shield bash. Let's see how much force I can really put into this. He charges forward, using his shield to crush the monster's skull. The fun is just starting. This level will keep me busy for hours. Roland smirks, scanning his gear and preparing for the next wave. 7th level. This place looks the same as all the other levels. Not long, and we will reach the 10th level. Don't get overconfident, Rudy. You always had a big head. Just a small trap. There are a few more of these ahead, so give me a minute. Can't we just go through? Those things don't look that deadly. I hope that discount steel armor can hold out against poison darts. There might be monsters inside. Be careful. Yeah. No. Quickly, run for the tunnel. A faint clicking sound echoed as the walls started shaking. I don't know. This trap is different. There was magic involved. You two stop arguing. Enemies are coming. Crimson lizard-like monsters dropped from the walls, their claws cracking the stone ground. Lesser troglodytes. Stay back. The party formation shattered as the beasts swarmed them. Rudy. A monster's teeth sank into the youth's shoulder as the battle grew desperate. Get down. A barrage of ice magic tore through the room, silencing the beasts. Is that a silver rank? Maybe a gold? Are you new here or just stupid? Go up to the 6th floor and level up, or you will die. What's a noob? The trap was meant for fools, but today, it almost became a grave for the reckless. Troublesome youngsters. They ruined the entire grinding spot with their incompetence. If I don't step in, they will be shredded before the next floor. With a burst of mana, the crimson armor glowed, and the monster stood no chance against his refined runic arts. Level 75. Finally, the experience crawl has ended. It's time for a fundamental shift. He navigated the labyrinth through secret shortcuts, his mind mapped to every hidden path and runic trace. He exited the dungeon, leaving the subterranean world behind for the bustling surface. This mana-powered cycle is far more efficient than walking through these woods. He arrived at his fortress, a cabin surrounded by log walls and barbed wire, a testament to his paranoia. Downstairs, no one can disturb me during the class-up process. His workshop, a masterpiece of runic engineering, steam-powered forces, and raw, stored electrical potential. The crystal. Time to see what paths are open to me. Entering the virtual interface, a new list of powerful, advanced classes appeared before his eyes. Runesmith. Advanced Runic Mana Scribe. Wait, what is that? A new class. Runesmith Lord? It sounds like an evolved form of my current profession, but this is a Tier 2 transition. Is it worth the risk? The trial is about to begin. I have no weapons, no armor, just this tunic. If I fail, I can always buy another crystal. Here goes nothing. With a flash of brilliant white light, the familiar world dissolves. Roland finds himself transported into a vast, circular arena, reminiscent of an ancient Colosseum. No instructions, no books, just this solitary column and a giant red button. It's almost calling to me. The ground rumbles as the pillar sinks. A massive platform rises from the earth, revealing a complete, high-tier blacksmithing workshop. Above him, the ceiling opens. A gargantuan hourglass descends, its sand beginning to flow, marking the start of the pressure. Something is inside the gate, clawing, scratching. If this is combat, I need to craft my own weapons immediately. A sword is nimble, but a mace is blunt, sturdy, and easier to forge under these constraints. I need a mace and a shield, fast. Roland swings his hammer with practiced precision. Every strike is perfect, as his smithing skills from his past memories resurface. The mace head needs to be perfect. I'll use this mold to save time. It might be slightly less durable than a direct forging, but I need speed. As the mace head cools, he pivots. He grabs a heavy steel plate, quickly forming a rudimentary tower shield. He needs every edge he can get. The hourglass is running low. The monsters will be here soon. With these runes, I hope this gear can survive the onslaught. Sparks danced in the dim light of the arena as the hammer struck again and again. Roland's final runic construction neared completion. Mana reserves at 50%. I need to recover before the next stage. The ground groaned as the arena shifted. Roland gathered his crude weapons and prepared for the onslaught. Source of all magic, heed my call. Mana bolt. The creature's head exploded in a shower of vibrant crimson accents, yet more kept spilling through the gap. Roland moved with lethal efficiency, his mace glowing with a dim blue light as he struck. 30 bodies lay on the cold stone. Silence returned, only for the arena to rumble again. If my assumptions are correct, this blood should work as a medium. The next wave erupted from the gates. They ran directly into a pool of burning, shimmering grease. Suddenly, a new, more dangerous threat emerged. The lesser spiked devil, encased in natural armor. My mana shield will hold. I can't let them close the distance. With a final explosion, the last devil fell. The gate rumbled shut, but there was no time to celebrate. Will this be enough? The hounds are fast, and the grease traps are failing me. My body feels like it's falling apart. Roland stood near the edge, his gear shredded, watching the workshop sink. He needed a new plan, and fast. The workshop replenished materials, a strange, perfect bug. Roland realized he could build a grid, a web of conductive metal to trap them all. Connect the runes, make the transfer work. If this fails, I'm as good as dead. Just one big, final bang. The gates grind open. The hellhounds surge out, howling, their jaws dripping with magical fire. The trap is set, hidden beneath the sand. Then, the fourth gate opens. A massive, disfigured entity drags its chains forward. A chained devil, Tier 2, level 65. Not yet. Let them get deeper into the web. Just a few more seconds. The war of attrition begins. Roland fights off the hounds while the devil lumbers closer, indifferent to the carnage. Now or never. I can't hold them off any longer. Forgive me, brain. The trap detonates. A massive electrical discharge vaporizes the weaker monsters, leaving only the chained devil staggering in the smoke. Still moving? You've got to be kidding me. I have nothing left in the tank. With the last of his mana, Roland shattered the devil's knee. He turned his mace into a weapon of pure, desperate rage. The arena shifted. As the monster died, the ceiling opened, revealing a path to a quiet, serene library. His pain faded away. Secrets of runesmithing? This is better than any reward I could have imagined. I have so much to read. The sounds of retching echoed through the hidden workshop. Roland's Tier 2 ascension ritual had concluded, leaving his brain reeling with overwhelming, newly acquired knowledge. Ugh, the stench is unbearable. I've been out for hours, haven't I? He grabbed the reinforced steel door, surprised by its sudden lightness. It was a clear sign. The second tier of his path had been achieved. His status screen shimmered into existence. Stats had doubled, and his class had evolved into the Runesmith Lord. The system pulsed with newfound potential. My basic skills have evolved. Identify is now analyze. Even my eyes see the world in code now. After a much-needed bath in his iron tub, he felt refreshed. The dungeon's heat wouldn't be as much of a threat now, thanks to his new heat resistance. Time to head to the city. I need better materials, and the guild will want their cut for a silver rank promotion. The city had exploded in size, transforming from a simple outpost into a frantic urban center. Construction was everywhere, and Roland was just another face in the crowd. Good day. Did you bring some new enchanted items today? We have a high demand for your quality. Mithril weapons are selling like wildfire since the gold-ranked adventurers arrived. Keep an eye out for rune-related skill books. I need better materials. Mithril is expensive, but for a Tier 2 runesmith, it's an investment. Oh, sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful with this gear. With a quick nod, Roland watched the boy scamper away. He turned back to the store, ready to spend his hard-earned gold on his future. Finally home. The materials for these Tier 2 gauntlets cost a fortune, but the potential for growth is worth every coin. The mending skill is powerful, but that mana cost is brutal. And the rune degradation? I need to refine the code. If I can manipulate the spell structure on the fly, I can switch a flame sword to ice mid-combat. That would be a game changer. Finally arrived. Everything is secure, and I've reached the Tier 2 threshold. Nobody is getting into my workshop now. Making my own armor takes time, but it's the only way to max out my skills and unlock the next class evolution. This deep steel is incredibly resistant. I'll need the forge at full capacity just to get it workable. The old manual methods were inefficient. My runic-powered circular saw will make short work of this plating. Every rivet counts. If I mess this up, the structural integrity of the gauntlet won't hold under pressure. And there, the flame design is set. Now I just need to socket the mana stones to provide that vital fire resistance. Exhausting, but the result is solid. It's a start. Tomorrow, I'll tackle the left one and get ahead of schedule. I wonder, what are they doing now? Do they still think I perished back then? No use dwelling on the past. That life is a dream long gone. My future lies here, in this workshop and beyond. The feeling of the new deep steel gauntlet is perfect. I prioritize dexterity over raw protection. It's time to test if the ethereal pathways can handle the mana load. The runic code is shifting, orange for flame, blue for ice. If I can create an operating system for these runes, I won't have to manually code every spell in combat. A month of work, and the armor is complete. It's too shiny though. A little alchemist concoction should do the trick. Now, the real test. The silver rank advancement exam. Whether it's a dungeon run or a duel, I'm ready. The city streets were no stranger to odd sights, and a man in crimson heavy armor drew little attention as he marched toward the Adventurer Guild. The guild is crowded. I should find the receptionist who handles my requests. Hopefully, she's in a good mood. Mr. Wayland, you're back. Need potions? We have a 5% bundle discount today on health and mana potions. No thank you. I am here for the silver rank test. My adventurer card is right here. Ah, Mr. Wayland. I almost didn't recognize you. That armor looks fantastic, though it is quite dark, isn't it? Can we get on with it? I'm short on time and need to see if this gear holds up. You're no fun, Mr. Wayland. Please, place your hand on the orb for verification. Your status is unusual. I'll have to consult an associate. Please wait and pay the test fee. So this is the fledgling? You look like you think you're ready for the big leagues, kid. A crowd of bored adventurers quickly gathered. Sparring matches were the best entertainment they could hope for on a slow day. Grab a weapon and get ready. We're heading to the training arena. Don't disappoint me. Did you hear? Armand is going to test some kind of a newbie. Armand? Didn't he break that last guy's legs? We should go check it out. 5-1 in Armand's favor. We are also betting on how long the new meat will last in the ring. The newcomer stood in the ring, his armor emitting a strange, unnatural glow from embedded mana stones that hummed with power. How about I give you 4 free hits? Think that would be fair, don't you all think? The newcomer surged forward, his armor flushing a vibrant, glowing green as he moved with speed that defied his heavy appearance. A flash of steel grazed the instructor's cheek, leaving a thin crimson streak as the newcomer skidded to a halt. The fight intensified. Sparks flew as gauntlets clashed against the training blade, both sides refusing to yield an inch. Armand pushed his limits, his skin turning a reddish hue as his muscles bulged and veins surfaced, activating his internal combat skill. The training shield shattered under the pressure of a massive punch, forcing the armored man to cast it aside as a distraction. A heavy counterblow struck the instructor, the armor flashing a deep crimson as the force of the strike resonated through the arena. I'll break your fingers. That's enough, stop. I made this armor myself. It is a part of my strength. There is no shame in using it. Due to the test being inconclusive, you will be given a secondary mission. With the goal in mind, Roland left the guild, ready to push his new armor to its absolute limits. Screw off. Haha, did a group of mole rats have their way with you, Armand? He didn't win. It was all because of that armor. If he didn't have it on, I'd crush him with one hit. I wouldn't be so sure. It felt like he was holding back. Can't a kind old man check up on his prospects? Maybe now you'll take things seriously. Why are you here? Don't you have a guild to run? Good that we have promising warriors. What do you think, Solana? You watched the whole fight, right? That youth. Normally, someone of his level shouldn't use runic armor like that. The mana emission was staggering. Even a tier 2 mage would struggle to control those stones. Must be a special class. Keep an eye on him and report anything unusual. No, have him get monsters from below the 10th level. Let's see how he handles setbacks. The guild erupted into chaos as gamblers argued about the fight. Please, everyone, quiet down. I can't cheat this quest. Bringing the whole body is the only proof they'll accept. If he'd taken me seriously from the start, he would have one. But I held back my fire spells. Time to increase my pace. Roland entered the dungeon, his blade slicing through a flaming skeleton. Too easy. Nothing here can survive a single slice now. No other adventurers here. I have free reign. The lizardmen charged, but their claws met only thin air. Was that the last one? Time to check the boss room. If someone's inside, I'll have to wait. Still closed. What's taking them so long? If it's taking them this long, they might be dying. I can't just walk away. I'll create my own way in. The passage behind me is sealed. There's no turning back now. I have to move forward into the unknown. Roland gripped his shield tighter, the mana stones inside pulsating with latent energy. Every step into this dungeon felt like a gamble against death. Debug and rune affinity. Let's see if I can bypass this lock like the others. The wall groaned and shifted, revealing a massive chamber ahead. Waves of intense heat rolled out, signaling the proximity of the dungeon's heart. Damn, are they all dead? That monster, it's a ruby golem. Level 69. My steel blade won't cut through that rock. I need weight. I need my mace. There's a survivor. That backpack carrier is going to be crushed if I don't interfere now. Roland flicked his wrist, launching a rock elemental scroll. A projectile of condensed earth tore through the air, shattering the golem's obsidian-like grasp. The floor trembled. The golem had retaliated by tearing its own ruby fist off and launching it like a massive projectile at the balcony. The core. It has to be behind that mass of rubies on its back. I have to destroy it to stop the regeneration. Hey, you can use this. Take it. Roland grasped the hammer with one hand, his mana stones glowing crimson. The heavy blow struck the golem, and for a moment, time seemed to stand still. Wait. If you damage the core like that, the golem is going to blow. Get back. Get behind me. Take cover. The smoke cleared, leaving only a wasteland of rubble. The ruby golem was destroyed, leaving the chamber silent and the exit bridge emerging at last. It's finally over. The monster is gone. I'm the only one left alive. My hands won't stop shaking. Bernier sat amidst the rubble of the boss chamber, his heart pounding against his ribs like a trapped bird. I might have to go back to the guild and report this. The man in the glowing crimson runic armor walked through the wreckage, his gaze sharp and calculating. Hey you. Why yes. Can you walk? We need to report this to the guild. Those ruby fragments are evidence. Why yes. I'm fine, sir. Sorry for your loss. Thank you. We weren't really that close though. Wait. You shouldn't take those rubies. Without the golem's core, they'll just turn into worthless rocks. Is that so? What about these volcanic rocks then? They can be refined into fire-resistant metal. It's not as good as deep iron, but it's still valuable. I can help you carry those, sir. I've got a spatial backpack. If you want, go ahead. Thank you. I'll make sure to do a good job. Wait, how should I refer to you, sir? Just call me Wayland. Will do, Mr. Wayland. You can call me Bernier. Bernier's mind raced with rumors of a legendary smith living in isolation. Maybe his luck was finally turning. The cavern rumbled as the stone bridges fully reconnected, signaling the end of the challenge. Finally, the chest is revealed. Want me to open it for you, sir? It's fine. I'll do it myself. Is that a monster egg? It seems so, and it's huge. Hold on to this for now. We need to leave before the cavern collapses completely. Right away. Let's get out of here. Bernier, was it? We're done for the night. I'll see you at the Adventurers Guild tomorrow to finalize the report. It's Bernier, but sure thing, Sir Wayland. I'll be there, I promise. Stop calling me sir. I'm not a knight. Just get some rest. The dawn light broke into the room, revealing the aftermath of a chaotic night. A small, strange creature, like a wolf puppy but with a tail tipped in hardened ruby, paced restlessly. What will I do with you? You're a handful, aren't you? Hey, stop destroying my house, bad dog. Did you drink the bathwater or something? You've got quite the bladder for such a small thing. Is that an enchanted item? It has such a unique design. Did you make this? Please, sir, take me in as your apprentice. I can clean, cook, wash your clothes, anything. I'm not looking for an apprentice. Wait, why are you calling me a runesmith? I heard the blacksmiths talking about the items in the auction house. You're the one making them, aren't you? Don't go around telling people that. I want to keep my identity private for a while longer. No one would hire me because of my blood. Please, let me practice here. I'll pay for the materials. Look, stop the nonsense. The dog is acting up, and we need to report that boss fight to the guild. Bernier, stay here and keep this dog in check. I need to get my armor, and we're leaving. Hey, get a load of that. What is that creature on top of his head? Roland marched forward. The tiny red wolf pup perched proudly on his helmet like a crown. Halt. You can't bring a beast through these gates without a proper license. It hatched yesterday. I'm here to register it at the guild. Is there a problem? Fine. Pay the fine, get the paperwork, and move along. Keep that thing leashed. That was pure extortion. A whole silver coin for a puppy permit? It's just a coin. Quiet down. Entering the Adventurers Guild, all eyes immediately locked onto the bizarre pair. Mr. Wayland. Oh my, what is that cute little thing on your head? I need to register this monster. Also, my companion here has a report on a failed quest. A ruby wolf? A very rare find. Place the beast on the table, please. It has imprinted on you. Don't sell it. Its evolutionary path will be powerful. Wait, I can see its stats? Fire, earth, beast type. This little guy is actually quite strong. Fine. I'll keep it for now. Just give me the license paperwork. Borf. Welcome back, Mr. Wayland. We are finished with the registration process here as well. Everything is cleared up then? Can I get my adventurer card updated? How about I just call it Potato? Wine. The contract required a name to bind the beast. Roland contemplated the weight of the system's magic. Are you willing to sell the damaged golem core? The materials are still quite valuable to our craftsmen. I'll keep it for now. When can I get my card back? Calm down, or I'll really give you the name potato, or how about beetroot? You're quite red like one. Taming was complex. The puppy's evolution was tied to his master's choices, a game-like path for the creature. You hungry? Huh. Oh no, I'm fine. What will it be? Bring us some kielbasa with bread and butter. Enough for 3. And 2 glasses and a bowl of water. It's time to stop hiding. If I want to live in this city, I must become part of it. How long have you been here, Mr. Wayland? Will you be going to the dungeon again? About a year. And yes, maybe later. Congratulations, Mr. Wayland. Your adventurer rank has been promoted to silver. Silver rank? I see. For now, I can offer you free lodging and food. If you prove yourself, we can talk about a wage. But show me your work first. Thank you. I won't let you down. How about you name him Red, Mr. Wayland? Or maybe Ruby. None of those fit. He came from a fire dungeon. He needs something stronger. How about Agni, like the ancient god of fire? Oh, what is that light? A glowing, runic symbol materialized from thin air, swirling before sinking into the puppy's forehead. Agni, sit. The puppy immediately obeyed, tail wagging, kicking up dust in the morning light. Stay in this shed for now, Bernier. And don't wander off. There are explosive traps everywhere. Mine runes. I'll stay put, Mr. Wayland. I need a contract. He can't speak of my forge or the steam engine. Agni, do you want to kill some monsters? Bork, are you sure we have everything, Mr. Wayland? Yes. Let's go. Mr. Wayland, you sure are popular with the other adventurers. There. Agni, get ready. In the damp corridor, a crimson rat with glowing eyes skittered into view. The creatures clashed, rolling in the dirt. Suddenly, the rat overpowered the puppy, forcing him to retreat to his master. Bernier, are there any weaker monsters in here than rats? I don't think so, Mr. Wayland. Go for the neck. Finish it, Agni. The ruby wolf darted with blinding speed, its movements leaving trails of ember-like light as it circled the lumbering salamander. Woof. Great job. He is improving so fast, boss. Look at that strike. Good boy. It's amazing how much you've learned in just a month. You're smarter than any beast I've ever encountered. Level 77. Agni is catching up fast. These stat gains are finally starting to feel significant. It feels so quiet here, just like last time. Think we're safe to move forward, boss? The monsters haven't respawned, but there are no bodies either. Whoever cleared this chamber moved on long ago. Wait for me. I'm coming. Just need a second to catch my breath. Stay back, Bernier. Activate your chilling runes. We're stepping into the lava sector now. The air shimmered with oppressive heat. Rivers of molten liquid snaked through the cavern floor, glowing with a malevolent, pulsating light. Suddenly, a sound echoed from the magma. A volcanic salamander emerged, its scales blending perfectly with the scorched earth. It's preparing a magma spit. Dodge, then counterattack. Cone of cold. You're out of your element here, monster. With the creature frozen in place, a swift strike finished the battle. Another Tier 2 threat neutralized. Good work. We'll wait here. These monsters respawn fast, and this is the perfect spot for grinding. Okay, boss, you can go ahead. HNGH. With glowing red runes etched onto his gloves, the young man strained his muscles, pushing the massive, rough-hewn log into its dark, circular foundation. That's it, just a bit more. Now stop. Bernier hurried over with a wheelbarrow filled with a dark, viscous mixture, fantasy cement crafted from alchemical monster remains. It will take half a day for this to dry, boss. But, will this windmill work? Isn't it too thin? This isn't a windmill. This is to generate power. I need it to run my workshop properly. Power? I don't see how this thing makes energy. Roland explained his plan to shift to wind energy, avoiding the inefficiencies of his old boiler system. The wires were simple copper, insulated in a dark rubber-like substance. Bark, could you stop digging in the yard, you little menace? The mines were gone, replaced by a need for new defenses. Roland considered the idea of an electric fence to ward off unwanted intruders. Boss, why don't you build a golem? A golem? That would take a core, and I'd need to reverse engineer the runic control program. It's not that simple. Bernier, if you see any golems at the auction house, even the small toy ones, buy them. I need to study them. Toy ones? You mean for nobles? Look at him. He's got an expensive appetite, munching on mana stones like they're candy. He's sure got a stomach for them. It's honestly impressive, boss. Agni was nearing the 25th level. Evolution was imminent. Roland wondered what kind of power the Mana Stone Eater passive would yield him. Follow the schematic, Bernier. Agni and I are going back to the dungeon. It's time for him to reach his threshold. Have a safe trip, boss. And bring back some nice monster remains. Deep in the dungeon, a flaming skeleton collapsed into bone dust under Agni's paws. No mana stones this time. No luck. You're getting picky with your snacks, aren't you? Finally, The status screen pulsed. Level 25 reached. The path to evolution was open, and the choice was now before them. 5 evolutionary paths. Ruby, Gemstone, Volcanic, Ashen, or the Hellhound. This is a rare, life-altering choice for you, Agni. What do you think, Agni? Ruby Wolf, Gemstone, or perhaps the Hellhound? You're quite the lively one today. Bark. Let's go back home, Agni. I need more information before I force an evolution. There's no rush. UI boss, welcome back. I put the cables where you wanted. Want me to help you undress? No, it's fine. We'll connect everything tomorrow. Keep focusing on your training, Bernier. Here, catch. You've earned a treat for being a good puppy. A photocell alarm system, classic. I could use light sensors around the fence to track intruders. Defensive towers? Guided magic arrows? I need to build more infrastructure before I can automate this. Finally, peace. The beast is asleep. Time to work on the forearm runic plates. Wake up, Bernier. I need you to fetch materials from the market. If you barter well, the wine is yours. Thank you, boss. I'll get the copper for the best price. Look, isn't that Bernier? Let's go remind him of how we treat old friends. Bernier is late. He should have been back with the materials hours ago. Could he really have stopped for a drink? Roland dismissed his worries, turning his focus back to the runic weapons he was perfecting. He felt a surge of confidence. His mana control had never been better. Bark. Bark. Aru. What is it, boy? You're acting frantic. These barks, they aren't normal. Something is wrong. I need my gear. Without hesitation, Roland strapped on his helmet and grabbed his shield. Every instinct screamed that danger was at the threshold. Who's there? The silence outside was heavy. Then, he heard it, the distinct sound of a body dragging across dirt, followed by a wet, pained grunt. Bernier, is that you? What happened to you? Bernier's breathing was shallow. His nose was broken, and his body was a tapestry of abuse. This wasn't a random robbery. It was a targeted, brutal assault. They beat you for fun, didn't they? They didn't even care if you lived. This is personal. I'm going to make whoever did this regret crossing me. Agni, do you have the scent? Woof. The city of Albrook was normally bustling, but the slum district felt like a different world, rotting wood and the stench of decay. Good boy, Agni. Hide now. I don't want you involved in the mess ahead. A rundown tavern in the slums? Of course. They think they can hide in plain sight. Let's see how much they enjoy being on the other end of a beating. He kicked the door open. Inside, a group of thugs sat laughing, unaware that their target's master had arrived to collect a debt of blood. The day in Albrook was coming to an end, but the atmosphere in the tavern soured the moment the armored man entered. Hey, isn't that Devon and his chums? Did they offend some high-ranking adventurer? No idea, but Devon isn't a pushover. I'll put 2 silvers on those idiots losing. Hey, Garland, get a load of this guy in the shiny red toy suit. Think he's here to impress us? That backpack doesn't belong to you. Return it. You think you're scaring anyone with that fancy armor? Fuck off, before we take it as scrap metal. I warned you. If you won't return it, I'll have to take it. What the? A massive burst of wind energy erupted, shattering the tavern wall and launching the thugs into the alleyway. You are not getting away that easily. GUH, he's too fast. My ribs. Stop. I'll give it back. An eye for an eye. Your leg is the price for your greed. What do you want? Ah, gold for the wall. Keep it. It's you. I thought we were done with each other. What is this guy doing here? Please help me. This guy is crazy. He started attacking us for no reason. They stole something from me. My reasons were justified. Garland was down on the ground, still weakened and paralyzed from my kick. He lies. He just attacked us out of the blue. You think you can attack guild members whenever you like? Stop spouting nonsense. How did an idiot like you become an instructor at the guild? Back off. I won't warn you again. Shaking in your boots already? I'm going to pry you out of that armor. I didn't want to hurt him, but he was leaving me no choice. Not going to use that fancy sword of yours? Suddenly, the ground erupted. A spire of hard rock smashed upward, forcing the attacker to halt. What the? Roland followed up with a cone of frost, the air chilling instantly as ice coated the cobblestones. I knew you had more tricks up your sleeve. A tactical retreat. Get back here, you coward. Go hide behind those rocks, Agni. Woof. Fire energy slithered like a molten snake, turning the air scorching hot. Fight me like a man, you coward. Running out of steam? My body, it feels like fire. Isn't this enough? Let's take this to the guild. Stop causing trouble for everyone, you big idiot. Finally, this is over. The air shimmered with fading heat as the protagonist stood amidst the wreckage of his own making. Too much collateral damage. I need to report this to the guild and deal with that Armand guy. His mind raced through the options. He had the gear back, but the threat from the guild remained. Tossing his weight around like he owns the place. That arrogance needs to be broken. Woof. Yeah, I'm coming. Let's get out of here before the guards start asking questions. The path home was quiet. He checked his armor. The flame whips had taken a toll on the prototype steel. Experimental parts are brittle. If this were a longer fight, I'd be in trouble. Arriving home, the puppy dashed ahead, scratching at the gate before vanishing into the shadows of the house. Ugh, gah. You're awake. Careful, you're still recovering. I got your gear back from those thugs. They won't be walking straight for a while. You did this for me? This is the first time someone has ever done something like this for me. The half-dwarf broke down, tears streaming down his face as he sobbed uncontrollably. Stop being so melodramatic. Just get some sleep, you're going to pass out again. I'll be your trusted follower for the rest of my life, boss. We're going to the guild, but we're doing it right. I won't have trash loitering around. But boss, what if you get in trouble? Check this out. I'm going to build you some equipment to boost your mana capacity. You do that for me? Pass me the hammer, Bernier. We have work to do. Aye, boss. I'll be right there.